There are 4 key things that you need to do to improve your life, and you can start implementing them all today. Starting off with number 1, which is set big goals. Now I could sit here and tell you, okay guys, go meditate and work out and eat clean and your life will be better. But none of that really matters if you're not putting it towards some big goals. If you wonder why you can't stay consistent with doing good habits, well, it's because you're not putting it towards anything. If I were to just make these videos and didn't set any goals with them, I wouldn't be getting up at 5 to 6 a.m. every day to grind on making them. It's because I can envision what the future of this channel is going to be that I get up and I put in the work for it. And it's the same with something like working out. If your goal isn't to even gain an extra 2 or 3 inches on your bicep, or maybe lose or gain 5 or 10 pounds, then what's gonna get you to go to the gym on those days where you don't feel like it? Discipline maybe, but more importantly, seeing yourself in the future, thanking younger you for putting in the work, and having goals helps you paint that picture in your mind of what your future self is going to be thanking you for. It's these things that make you want to keep going in life and make you excited for your future, and that's something that's very, very important to have a good life. So right now I want you to quickly pause this video, grab a piece of paper, and write down a couple of goals. Now, set them big. Don't be afraid to make your goals almost impossible. Bro, all these people setting these little dick goals, like people are like, yeah, I want to make $1,000 in the next year. They're not getting up and putting in the work. They'll probably make $1,000 in the next year because that's the goal they've set them. Why don't you set the goal of making $1 million in the next year if that's what you want to do? So what if you don't actually hit that goal? It's gonna make you get up and put in the work a lot more than the person who's just like, oh, maybe I'll make a few thousand in the next year. When you're like, I'm gonna make $1 million, and I know I will. You'll be getting up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. You'll be learning about businesses, and say you don't hit 1 million, but instead you hit 10,000. You've still made it farther than the person who made 1,000. So set some big ass goals. Don't be afraid to make it unrealistic. You want to go to space? Set the goal of going to space. Number 2, learn social skills. Now, I feel like the reason a lot of young men don't feel happy in life is because they're lonely. And the main reason they're lonely is because they don't know how to go out there and make friends with people. Now, I'll have to make an in-depth video talking about social skills. If you guys want that, let me know, but I'm sure you do because who wouldn't want that? But I'll briefly go over a few social skills you need. Number 1, hold eye contact with people. Now, I know this is kind of hard. I remember when I first started trying to hold eye contact with people, I would do it successfully. I'd be like this, bro, I wouldn't even blink. I would like look at them like this, and then I'd forget what they're saying. So it's one of those things that kind of takes a little bit of practice, but people take you a lot more seriously when you hold eye contact with them. And especially, they'll take you more seriously and they'll feel more genuine when they're talking to you. If I were not looking at the camera right now and I was wandering around and my eyes were like this and I was like, yeah guys, do social skills, and you wouldn't be taking me seriously. But when I look at you in the eyes, you feel genuine. You feel like what I'm saying is purposeful and meaningful. And obviously don't sit there and be like this when they're talking to you. Blink, look around, be a normal human being. Don't just be like a robot. But you should be holding eye contact with them around 80% of the time. 20% of the time, say I'm talking to you, and then I look around for a little bit, and then I talk to you, my eyes go off to the side. That's fine, but for the most part, I should be looking at you when I'm talking, and more importantly, listening. If I'm talking to you and my eyes go to the side because I'm explaining something, that's fine. But when you're listening to someone, always try and hold eye contact. You won't be good at it at first. Try for as long as you can. You're still making more progress if you hold eye contact with someone for 10 seconds opposed to 0. Number 2, become genuinely interested in what the other person is saying. Say you ask someone how their day is and they're like, yeah, my day's actually been really good. Ask them, what made your day good? And maybe they're like, oh, well, I actually got a really good grade on this assignment. Then you can just continue to talk to them from there about that subject or something, and this makes the conversation more interesting, and people, again, find it genuine. Number 3, and by far the most important social skill for young men, is be the person that invites others to go out and do fun stuff. The reason you don't have any friends is because you don't have any hobbies. Your hobbies are playing video games and scrolling on social media. Of course you're not gonna have friends. I honestly didn't have friends until I joined my martial arts gym. Then that's where I started meeting people because we were interested in a similar thing and we both had a shared interest in the same thing, so we had stuff to talk about and we had things to relate on. Go on Google Maps or something and just look at fun stuff around you and be like, yo guys, there's this trampoline park or something. Let's all go to it. That's gonna be a sick ass time. People are going to be friends with you because you're going to be that guy that invites others to do fun stuff, and then people will want to be friends with you because they'll want to join in on the fun. If everyone sees that you're having fun with everyone else, of course they'll want to join in. And when you're the person that coordinates that fun, people will want to be friends with you because if they're friends with you, they get to hop in with everyone else. So be the one that coordinates fun stuff. Don't wait for others to invite you to do stuff. Be the one who invites others. Number 3, hit the gym. Seeing your physique improve is probably the number one way to improve your life. When you build a good physique, people just start to take you more seriously. I know when I first started working out, I started to meet people who also worked out, and there's a mutual respect for each other. And at my school, especially at the time, I didn't have many friends. And when I started to work out, I started to get into the friend groups of the people who went to the gym. And this improved my life because now I had more friends, and I had something that I can devote a lot of my time into to make progress in my life. So after this video ends, whether you're a man or a woman, I want you to go online and search up a few gyms near you and just sign up for a few free trials and try out some gyms. Don't even worry about using good form. Go in there, pick up some light weights, do what you know. Potentially go on YouTube, search up how to do the form on a few things. Just get used to being in that atmosphere with those type of people. And you'll start to realize you feel freaking great after you work out. And there's science to this. I mean, endorphin release, there's stress release, there's a lot of scientific stuff. I won't go in depth into it, but there's more than just seeing your physique improve. There's literal scientific hormone balances, chemical balances in your body that happen when you work out. So whether you're a man or a woman, after this video is done, go and search up some gyms, figure out what's around you, and go try out some trials. Number 4, and the final skill you can do to start improving your life, is educate yourself. Now, I'm not talking about school education. I'm talking about educating yourself about some type of skill that's going to benefit you in the future. Learn some skills like how to invest, how to code, maybe how to run a side hustle or an agency. Learn some of these skills, because if you do, you'll be way ahead of all the people around you. Even the people whose life is pretty good now, maybe they hit the gym. If they don't have these type of skills, when they move on into the future, say you're in school right now, when you move on and you then have to pay taxes and learn about how money works, when you already know about this stuff, you'll have some security knowing that when you were younger, you learn about all this stuff. So now you know how to properly manage your money, opposed to the people who get out of school and they're like, bro, what the hell? I got money now, let me spend it all. Woohoo, I got a new house, a new Gucci jacket. Ooh, I'm making money. And then they go broke and then their life is stressful. You learning some skills is going to be beneficial. And even learning sellable skills, like learning how to run funnels for companies, or like as I mentioned, learning how to run an agency, that's even going to benefit your life even more, because you'll know how to manage money, you'll know how to make money, you'll know how to work on your mental health, you'll know the certain things that work in business and the certain things that don't work in business. You're going to be an absolute G, and people are also going to like that with social skills, because if they got any questions, you're going to be that guy that people go to. If you do these 4 things, you will no longer become the depressed, lonely person. You're now going to have goals, social skills, friends, and a good physique. And that's the first pillar of living the dream life. Go down right now and click on the subscribe and post notification button if you enjoyed this video, and click on this video to watch a full guide on another way to improve your life, which is dopamine detoxing. Be a doer, not a thinker. See ya.